Let's click start recording for YouTube. This is going to be race 84 of our career. We are getting there. We are getting there. Much needed coffee, like, oh my God. Anyway, let's look at the track overview and load our setup. And get ready for practice around Bahrain.
Okay guys, let's get these changes made.
Like, where's it supposed to be back? There we go. I'm not in the right position. I gotta slide back a little more. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's so different. I forgot how different it's gonna feel. I don't have TCS or ABS on. I have to get used to this again. I mean to say, I am not. Yeah, I am. Oh man, it's gonna take me a little while in this practice session to get used to not having TCS on at least. Anti-lock brakes is one thing. Bahrain, this corner here is the worst for it. But you can mostly do your straight line braking down into 11, down into 1, down into turn 3. Okay, I say this like, down into 11 and then I lock it up, but you get the point. Because I've played nothing but the new F1 game for the last like 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. So now I'm like, what is this like? All right. Oh. There's no 8th gear back in these cars. It's going to be an absolute feather. Or it's going to at least feel like a feather. All right, a little better that time. Not great though. Still not great. We got men's single sculls on right now, by the way. We're still in Saturday's action. I took that Belgian, an Algerian, a Dutch, a Thai, Japanese, And I could catch the last one, Radius and Orient. Too much there, took way too much on the inside. Whoa! That is the tricky corner. Got one and this one coming up. Of course, I've locked it up. Oh my god, what the fuck? I mean, this lap is snafu anyway. It's foo bar.
Slower than you through all three sectors.
Woof. Missed the apex. Oh, it's a Tunisian. That's the other one. He's in fourth. The tie's in last. Oh. The Dutch is first in the scene. They're at the halfway mark. Belgian second, Japanese third, Tunisian fourth, Algerian fifth, Thai is sixth. Okay. Oh, the Japanese rower's up to second. He's still 21 meters away from the Dutch at first. The top three are going through though. It's just the heat. Dutch still in first, 5:05 at the 1500 meter mark. Japanese is second, 4.32 back. Belgian third. Algerian fourth, Tunisian fifth, and the Thai is way off of that. Oh, I've overshot the corner. Completely missed the braking point. Yeah, the tie's 140 meters back. He's out. Tunisian's 73 meters back. He's out. Algerian's 59 meters back. He's out. I've locked it up. That is not. Turn 10 is notoriously a hard corner for that. Dutch first, Japanese second, Belgium third. Woo! All over the road. Oh, I've locked it up. I missed my break, but it needs to be before that sign, the 100-meter sign, and I hit it at the 100-meter sign. Simon van Dorp was the Dutch. Narakawa Ryuta, Japanese. Tim Bryce, the Belgian. Everybody else into the repechage. Here we go with Heat 4. Men's single sculls. This might be the final heat here. Or no, there's still gonna be more after this. Ah! Whoa, come on. They got a American. Okay, there we go. Montenegrin rower. Oh, not Montenegrin, I'm sorry, Monacoan rower. I did see this week as well. And they're off. Brazilian, a Bermudan, an Antiguan, I believe. Oh, it's an independent peninsula athlete, and United States and Monaco. Sorry, gang. Who's that? Why is pick so slow? Oh fuck, overshot it. That tarp is that curve is like a magnet, man. That's brutal. Ah shit. It's the independent athlete in the lead. American is third. Plenty of racing to go. Let's see. This is the fifth. Nothing more than the fifth. There's 6 heats. That gives 18 athletes. And then there'll be I think 16 in the repechage. Unless the last one doesn't get into the repechage, I don't know. That would leave 16 in the repechage. So how does it even work? Does that give you what? Because if you do the repechage and another 3 go in from there, that gives you 24 athletes in the quarterfinals. Which actually makes sense. When you hold 4 quarterfinals and the top 3 move on into the semis, and you hold 2 six rower semis, and the top 3 move into the final. Then you hold the final. So that would actually make sense. You would have 16 going to the repechage, and you would have one repechage of 6, and then the others of. You would have 16 athletes, right? Going to the repechage? Yeah. So I don't know how that would work. I'm trying to figure it out in my head, and I'm like, I don't even know. They are coming up on 500 meters to go. Independent athletes still in the lead. American, Brazilian, and Monaco are in a dogfight for second, third, and fourth right now. But I know what it probably is. It's probably, this is how I imagine it. I don't know, so I'm just guessing based on the math. The independent athlete is going to win. But it's probably 6 heats, 4 of 6 rowers, 2 of 5 rowers. Top 3 are moving on to the quarterfinals. That gives you 18 athletes. It's probably 3. Everybody else goes into the repechage. There's probably 3 of those. 1 of 6 rowers and the other of 2 rowers. And then the top 2 of those probably all move on to the quarters. That gives you 24 athletes. The Brazilian and the American had a photo finish for second, third, but they're both going to be through anyway, so. But anyway, you run your quarterfinals. And your quarterfinals are 4 heats of 6. Your top 3 move on. That gives you 12 athletes. You run 2 semifinals of 2 heats of 6. That gives you 3. Your top 3 go through. And that gives you your 6 athletes for your gold medal race. I'd imagine that's what it is. Took me a solid like 5-6 minutes to figure that out. Oh, what a... It looks like the... Oh my god, that's absurdly close for second. Oh, sorry, I thought I muted to do that. I unmuted to do that. Whoops. Oh, the American did get second. By about 0.6 of a... Oh no, he got it by he got it by 100th of a second. We have a Zimbabwean rower. Uruguayan rower. German rower, lane 4. Libyan rower. They didn't cut away early enough to show it was in lane one. It's a Cuban rower. Here we go. Tires are getting worn. I am getting warm. I need to turn the fan on. I forgot to. Barely touching the pedal and it locks up. Like I'm barely putting any pressure on it. .500-meter mark. It's the German in the lead. Uruguayan is second. The Cuban is third. Zimbabwean is not terribly too far behind him in fourth. And then the Libyan is very much behind the pack, fifth. Man. Oh. I've got the indigestion this morning, I know that. Probably not, no. But there's a big one. Oh. Oof. All right. What have we got here? Ah! Ah! This is gonna be we're gonna rewind. That's a rewind and a half if there ever is one. There we go. It's that front left that's getting the most work. Sherman's still in the lead. Trying to actually do a better lap than what I've put in as my purple lap, because that is just, that could be nicked here by the AI, believe it or not. So if I could just hunker down and get a 141 on the board, I might be okay here for this practice session. I know it's just practice, but not the race, not the race. We talking about practice. Of course, overcooking that turn is not going to help the lap time at all, whatsoever. German is first. Uruguayan looks like he's going to be second. Even comfortably third as well. There's that 141. I could actually probably get a 140 on the board. But it'll be tough because these tires are worn. So. Locking up there is not going to help this lap. This lap's done. This lap's cooked. Okay. I basically only have about 2 laps left on this tire anyway. So. What's this? I see a Hong Kong rower, I see a Paraguayan rower. A Bulgarian rower. Canadian as well? Oh no. Oh man, there's no grip left on that front left. Oh my god. Oh, it's a Hungarian. And a Dane. And we're off. Oh, this is the last
Reload in
heat.
10th at the moment.
Sorry. Oh, the Danes won a gold medal in the Euros and is fifth in the World Championships. Yeah, he's already way ahead. He's half a boat length ahead, and we're not even at the 300-meter mark yet. Bulgarian squad a bit. Well, not quite. Ah. Hong Kong's in second. Almost to 140. But these tires are shot, essentially. We have 19 minutes left in the session. Those tires are already half dead. So,
You're faster than
we turn
Bruno
the fan
for
on
all
behind
3
me.
sectors.
It's a much, much more chill stream today, by the way. I gotta higher the volume. Hold on. They're coming up on the halfway mark in this final heat. Dane's way in front. He's about a boat and a half length in front. And then it looks like it might be the Bulgarian on the bottom, actually. It is, and then it's Hong Kong in third, but Hungary's only half a boat length back. The Paraguayan's about 2 boat lengths off the rest of the field. 2.17 for the Bulgarian is what his time is behind the Dane. Severi Nielsen, sorry, is the Dane. Paraguayan's 40 meters off. Hungarian in fourth is 20.8 meters off. Hong Kong is 18.7 meters off in third. The Bulgarian is about 12. 800 meters to go. Time to crack out more celebratory grapefruit juice. Not great. It's not grapefruit juice. It's red grape juice. There we go. Cheers. That's nice. Stir it a little bit because it's obviously got all the stuff on the bottom. The Dane, sorry, not the Den, the Dane is in the lead by 3.37. And then Hong Kong's 1.5 back of the Bulgarian. 1.2 back of him is the Hungarian. And then it is 6.77 back to the Paraguayan. So that went quiet. Okay. Bear with me 1 second, chat. Yes, yes, thank you. Oh, I gotta check to make sure. There we go. Okay. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Let's go back into the game itself. Final 100 meters.
There's a few cars out on track. Perhaps we should get out there before it gets busy.
I mean, we put in 22 laps, mate. I think we're fine. Dane wins. Belgian second. Hungarian third. Hong Kong fourth. Paraguayan will be fifth. Okay. That's the men's singles sculls heats done. They'll probably come back for the repechage. If not later in the day, then certainly on another day. Just want to check Discord for a second. Yep, the women are up next. How many women in this first heat? 6. An Ugandan, a South African, a Spanish, an Iranian, a Australian, and a Nicaraguan. All right. It's always neat how somebody has to be like to hold the boat too, like make sure it literally doesn't rock anywhere in place. Man, so wow. All right. Oh, it's raining. It's raining in the rowing center. But they gotta do this in the rain? Oh man. We'll still probably have the most laps this practice session on anyone in the field, I think. 17 for Massa is pretty high. Uh, but he's in the pits. There's nobody who does 5 more laps. Well, if you got out now, you could, but they're underway. The South African and the
Just 10 minutes
Aussie
of
are
the
like
session
first and
remain.
second,
10
neck and neck.
minutes.
Not far behind is the Iranian, actually, in third, it looks like. And then on the top field, the Ugandan is actually hanging right in there for third right now. 10 minutes left. We're going to let the timer run out. We're going to come back for qualifying as well. And then we'll do the race itself. Oh, yeah. It's the South African and the Australian, 1 and 2, neck and neck. I think the Aussies just starting to pull ahead. It's really close. Yes, the Aussie is just ahead. I mean, just ahead. She's pulling further ahead now. She's got about a half boat lead now. 4.9 meters for the South African. The Iranian is third, but she is fighting tooth and nail against the Spaniard, who's less than a meter back from her. South Africa 1.59 back. Spain 4.03 seconds back. Iran 4.08 seconds back. Uganda 6.07 seconds back. And the Nicaraguan is over 12 seconds back. I think 12.68. So that was at the 500 meter board as well. So at the run. So right with this, we've watched obviously the football. We've watched the rugby. We watched the handball. We've watched shooting. We've watched uh, field hockey. We've watched indoor volleyball. We've watched basketball. We've watched. We're now on the. We watched the diving. The 3-meter springboard for the diving. And now we have. This is rowing. Let me see what's next. All right. This was all okay. For the tennis, I might not. uh, I might not watch the outer courts because there's just so many games. Like so many games. Like they have out of court feeds, but it's like 10 hours when out of court 14, 10 hours for out of court 11, all in the same day. Like that's just that shit's too much. So what do we have after this? I'm going way far down the list. That's how that's all it is like. Uh, I think I'm approaching where I'm at. I think I'm approaching where I'm at. Yes. We got swimming after this. The men's and women's 400-meter free, the men's and women's 4x100-meter free, and more. 2 hour 15 minutes. So that's up next, and then uh, Swiatek from Poland versus Begu, women's singles first round tennis, and then judo after that. The women's 48 kilogram and the men's 60 kilogram elimination matches. So there is that. That will probably get us like a 6 hour 25, 8 hour 25, 12 hour 25. Yeah, that will probably get us towards the end uh, of the day. We'll probably wind up starting, maybe finishing Bogdan from Romania versus Paolini from Italy in the tennis. And then we would start tomorrow with the men's Pool D beach volleyball, the United States versus Cuba in beach volleyball. So, and tomorrow is looking like beach volleyball, more field hockey, 2 games of field hockey immediately after. That's 2 hour 45, 4 hour 15, so that would be 5 hour. Um, so then it would be basketball, Germany versus Japan. That would put me at 6 hour 45 estimate. Water polo, Netherlands, women's water polo, Netherlands versus Hungary, uh, which would put me at 7 hour 10, 8 hour 10. And then men's polo, men's volleyball, I should say, Italy versus Brazil, followed by men's handball, Croatia versus Japan. So I can probably get tomorrow into the beach volleyball, men's beach volleyball, Sweden versus Australia. But I think that still is technically day one. Uh, Sweden versus Australia. Yeah, that is technically still day one. So, and the football starts again. So, on Saturday. I see Argentina and Iraq played on Saturday, and so did Dominican Republic and Spain. So we got a lot left just on Saturday. And then we're going to go into Sunday eventually. Saturday's last event is, I think, the women's surfing round one. And I have that currently set at women's surfing round one. Oh, is that this far up? There's men's round one. Yeah, that's pretty far up. So we'll get there in the end. So 2 minute left in the session. Did Masagat run any more laps? No, he's on 17 still. So I'll have the most laps run Only one right now in the 141s. And now there's only 2 drivers in the 142s as well.
There's 2 minutes remaining.
Thanks, Jeff. Jeff, I miss you, Jeff. Mark's not the same, man. So. We're already, what, an hour 10 into this broadcast? Aussie first by 7 seconds over the Spaniard, who's 2 seconds ahead of the South African. The Iranian was 21 seconds back. Ugandan 7 back of that. And the Nicaraguan was 15 seconds back of the Ugandan in last. So it's Algerian in lane 2. The Netherlands in lane 3. Switzerland in lane 4. What a name. Aurelia Maxima Katarina Jansen. Philippines in lane 5. And lane 6 is Moroccan. That's a lovely outfit. Oh my god. Like, you know, it's like, I wouldn't say it's like a swimsuit because it's like not like a traditional swimsuit you would think of it, but it's like got the long. But the rowing suit's got the like embroidery part of the flag. Have you ever seen the Moroccan flag? Like that was on the left hand side. They got that embroidery part going down the trim. Then they have the big star in the middle. That's kind of nice. Who's in lane 1? Through to qualifying. Qualifying 1. It's a Slovenian in lane 1. And they're off. They are away. Well, the Slovenian absolutely stormed out of the gates. Whoa.
Okay, you should be able to get into the next qualifying session easily. In early, so we can save the tyres.
I forgot to use curves when we went down to that the start-finish line there. From the out lap, it's okay. I just have to be one of the not bottom 7, and I'll be okay. Go. What is that lane 3? The Dutch. The Dutch is absolutely flying in lane 3. Swedish second. And then it is the Filipino in third. Slovenian fourth, Algerian is fifth, Moroccan is in last. That'll be good enough. 138, that's going to be good enough. By a long shot.
Be aware, track is busy. Track is busy.
The Swede is 14 meters back. The Filipino is 28. The Slovenian 41. The Algerian is 46. And the Moroccan is 84 meters off the lead. We are almost at the halfway mark in this heat. This is heat 2 for the women's singles sculls. Oh, I didn't finish checking what I wanted to check in Discord. I totally missed that. Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh my god, that's incredible. Oh my lord, somebody posted their weather forecast. It's literally no rain, and the coldest high is Friday and next Wednesday at 67, and the highest high is today and Saturday at 70 degrees. I'm like, oh my god, that sounds that's just incredible. I'd golf every single day. Uh, every single day I would golf. Oh, what was it? Was that an announcement? Okay, so. Ooh, I just got a notification. Zara. Nice, dude. So, nice. What? I don't know what they're talking about. Uh, Bones was sending a message in our Discord. I'm like, what is going on, man? So, so. Okay, nice. We've got 11 minutes left. It is 1500 meter mark. The Dutch is 4.8 seconds ahead of the Swiss. Then it's 13.07. The Slovenian, or the Slovenian's back from the lead. The Filipino is 60.8. The Algerian is 23 back, and the Moroccan is even further back. The scoreboard timed out after 30 seconds. So she's more than 30 seconds back, the Moroccan. She's 182 meters back. The Algerian's 105. The Filipino is 77. The Slovenian is in third now at 52 meters back. The Swiss is 25 meters back. Oh my god, this is like a 3-boat lead for the Dutchman. Almost at the finish line. Don't see these gaps closing. They're just way too big for any of these rowers. That is going to be the final standings. two-boat lead in the end for the Dutch. She wins 7:36. The Swede is second. The Slovenian is third. And it looks like the is that the Algerian who's fourth? I don't know. We'll see. Whew. 7 minute 36.9. The Swiss was 5 seconds back. The Slovenian another 5 seconds back. Then it was 10 seconds back to the Filipino. Sorry. Then it was 10 more seconds back to the Algerian. And then finally, it was another 24 seconds back to the Moroccan.
At the moment. Perhaps we should get out there and get a few laps in.
Hey, we have totally missed half the introductions. It is an Uzbeki in lane 4 for this race. A Cuban in lane 5. Yariolvis, Karina Garcia. The rain seems to have stopped. I see a New Zealander. It's a Paraguayan in lane 1, a Mexican in lane 2, the New Zealander is in lane 3, the Uzbeki is in lane 4, and the Cuban is in lane 5. And they're off. There they go. They are off. So, this is heat 3 of the women's singles sculls. Oh, you know what I meant to do? While we wait, I remember what I need to do, what I meant to do. Also, give me one sec. Fucking D. Fucking D, I swear. That was funny. He's all like, oh, and now he goes. I gifted D 5 subs, and he's like, now he goes to learn. He's a funny dude. I love D. I absolutely love D. I meant to see if this was episode 66. Hold on. Okay, no, I deleted 66 last night. So 67 is my latest spot. So I do need to I need to kick on with uploading the CLGFC VODs. So yeah, I need to kick on uh with that. So I meant to get the next one going. Uh uh is this the only one from the 26th? It's no, yeah, I one from the 26th, and then it's just uh okay. Is it six? How do you spell 60th? 60th? Is it Sixtieth? Oh man, I would have never gotten that. It doesn't sound like a hard word to obviously. spell. But then you got to remember, like, when's the last time you've actually typed the word 60th? You know what I mean? Like, it's not a word. Usually, a lot of people just type 60 or 60th when they get that high. They're not actually typing the word out. Do you know what I mean? So it's like once you get up there, you're like, how do I spell that? Maybe it's just me. Uh, so 2024. Let me kick on with that. Click next, all the way through. That'll be up now, or that'll be uploading now, I should say. So there is that. 3 minutes left in the session. We're still top, I think. Yep. They got 1,000 meters to go in the rowing. The New Zealander's leading. It is the Uzbeki in second. The Paraguayan is third. The Mexican is fourth. It's about a 1.5 boat lead for the New Zealander. And then the Cuban has about a half boat lead over the Paraguayan. Paraguayan has about a boat and a half over the Mexican. But then the Mexican has like 4 or 5 boat lead over to the can't remember who is in lane 5. I can't remember. So 3 minutes remaining in our Q1 session. Oh, it's a Cuban in lane 5. She's 75 meters off the lead. The Mexican in 4th place is only 30 meters off the lead. So, rough a charge, unfortunately. It's still there for the other two. Like, the Paraguayan is only 8 meters off of 2nd place. So, like, there's still 750 meters to go. So you got to think that's there for her. The Mexican is 11 meters off, so it's a bit of a catch up, but like it's still there for her too. Do you know what I mean? If she really bunkers down, but it's one of those things where like a 55-meter gap between 5th and 4th is not being surmounted, even with 750 meters to go. It is now 630 meters to go.
There's 2 minutes remaining.
2 minutes remaining in the session. What is going on? So, I got tagged in Discord because there's a new role made and I got assigned it. Okay, that's cool. So, the Mexican caught up a lot. She's only 0.17 seconds back. The Uzbeki's 3.53 back of the lead, and then the Paraguayan is 6 seconds back of her. So, it is very much now a fight for that final spot in the quarterfinals between the Paraguayan and the Mexican. There is 1.6 meters that separates the two of them. Just 1.6 meters. Still, the Paraguayan holds on. There are 335 meters to go. They're coming down to the final. They're already past the final quarter of the race. Anna Prokhatin in 2nd place. Uzbeki. She looks comfortable there. She won't have to worry about getting, her pace. .200 meters. The final 200. They're down to the final 100 meters. I think the Paraguayan's been overtaken now by the Mexican. I think the Paraguayan ran out of gas. We're into Q2.
Great job.
So is Bruno Senna. It will be the New Zealander the whole way, wire to wire. 7 minute 35 seconds. The Uzbeki will finish second. And now, who is going to come home for third place? It looks like it'll be the Mexican. And it is. Finishes by 2 boat lengths over the Paraguayan. She's done very well to chase down. All right, here we go. She paced that very well. Kenia Lechuga Aleanis from Mexico. Pacing that race very well. Make sure she got third. Put daylight between her and her competitor, and got into the next round, quarterfinals. There we go. You don't have to kill it out of the gate. You just have to get into the next round. Emma Twigg was the New Zealander that finished. 3 seconds back was Anna Pradkin. Then it was the Mexican. I didn't see. Brazilian in lane 3 here, first heat number, I think this is going to be 4. Turkey in lane 4. That was Ozbek. 138, look at that. Independent athlete, Kilmovich.
There's currently a lot of cars out on track. We might need to wait for a gap.
We're fine. We're watching Bruno Senna, who got up to P8. I want to think that Bruno Senna can get into Q3. Peru in lane 1. Lithuania in lane 2. Brazil lane 3. Turkey in lane 4. The independent athlete in lane 5. And let's go. We're underway. This is heat 4. There should be 2 more heats after this for the women's singles sculls. We have about 2 hour, 13 minute left in the women's singles sculls. I also need to take a bathroom break at some point. We'll probably do that after qualifying and before the race. Underway at the Olympics in the rowing. It is the Lithuanian who is out to a flying start, about a half boat lead over the Brazilian in third. She is neck and neck with the Turkish woman in lane 4. Only about just less than a half boat behind is the independent athlete in lane 5, and then about a good boat length off of that is going to be 2 boat lengths off of that actually is going to be the Peruvian in lane 1. There's that. Where's Bruno Senna? He's in 12th right now. He's on the outside looking in. Great. Great. Okay. That's what I meant to check. Where are you here? Yeah. I had a weird dream last night about streaming. I was streaming. I dreamt about streaming last night. That's how you know it's been too much. It's just too much. It's only what, Tuesday today? I think it's Tuesday today. Yeah, it's Tuesday. So. Lithuanian leads, 13 meters back is the independent athlete. Another 8 back from her is the Brazilian, 2 back from her is the Turkish, and 23 meters back from her is the Peruvian. So, we are almost at the halfway point in this heat. $1,100 meters to go. At the 1,000-meter mark, it's the Lithuanian, 3-minute 42-second. Independent athlete 2.73 seconds back, and then Brazil 6.53 back. Turkey 8.88 back. And the Peruvian 14.33 back. So it's still a fight for third. Independent athlete's not terribly too far off the Lithuanian either, to be fair. It's definitely a distance that can be gapped or closed down upon within the last 1,000 meters.
Remaining in the session.
She is trying to close her down. It is, oh, she's actually losing time to the Lithuanian now. She's running out of steam, the independent athlete. 550 meters to go. We're approaching the 500-meter mark. Here we go with the 500-meter mark. Heat 4. Lithuanian will cross first. 5 minute 35 seconds. 3.75 back is the independent athlete now. So that gap's widened a little bit. The Brazilian is on an island right now. She is 11.85 back, but she's pulled away. The Turk is 19.24 back. The Peruvian 21.77 back. So I don't know if it's something where, I don't think the Peruvian's turned it on necessarily. She might have, but the Turk is definitely out of gas. So, where's Senna? He's 16th. Are you fucking kidding me? Well, how is Petrov in 9th? I need him to go out. Track actually. The Lithuanian has this. There's 135 meters to go.
advised, 2 minutes remaining.
Here we go at the line. It's Lithuania first. 7 minute 30 seconds. Independent athlete will be second. Brazilian's going to be third. There's fourth, and there is fifth. So, need more coffee. Yes, 4 seconds back was the independent athlete, then it was 15 back to the Brazilian, 12, 8 back from there to the Turk, and then only 6 back to the Peruvian. 7 minute 30.01. Vietnamese in second lane, German in the third lane. And lane number 4 is Sadia Aisi Benit Mohammed Rafi is from Singapore. And in lane 5, Tiana Timchenko from Azerbaijan. This is the 5th heat in the women's. We are done Q2.
Great.
Bruno is not joining us in Q3. Yeah, 2 hour, 2 minute left. All right, let's put our lap in. Here we go, just putting in a fast qualifying lap. Fast as fuck, boy. Fast as fuck. All right. That's not great for lap time, but it's also not the worst. It was a pretty decent save. Boom, 137. That's good enough.
There are 5 minutes of the session remaining.
The Bulgarian's in first. The German is literally dead heat with her.
Aye.
And then it's the Vietnamese. We got 4 minutes. I'm gonna use the restroom. I'm gonna make a cup of coffee. I'll be right back.
There's 2 minutes remaining.
Back just in time. The German leads this one, and now the Bulgarian is 20 meters back. The Azerbaijan is 26.6 meters back. The Vietnamese is 100 meters back. And the Singaporean is 152 meters back. They have 133 meters to go. And oh, what is this? I have notifications. Oh, okay. And I am, fuck. I really do need to rearrange Discords. I really do.
but this is going up on.
Hey,
Hey, hey you, hey you. We gotta go like that. Then we gotta go like that. There we go. I think that's good. There we go. I need to recreate that now, but as a snap. Oh, I didn't get all of it. I didn't get. I'm not a good snapper, so you can blame me for the terrible Snapchat. That is just awful. That was awful. I got half the wall. Like, say, I need to do this, like zoom it out like that, and be like, huh. There we go. There we go. That was much better. Still not a great snap. I am not a snap artist, and I use Snap to keep in touch with like really essentially 5 people. That's it. That is it. There was nothing special here. Uh, I'll be back into the game in 1 second here. Get that. My goodness me. Okay, store. Okay. Uh, oh my lord. I forgot how much shit there is to do here on this web page. It still needs to be done. No, go over here. No, 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 you're over here. Yep. Good lord. Like that. Thank you. Thank you. Oh yeah, I gotta do you. There's that. And I gotta do you. And then I also gotta roll you out. Here, go you, go you, go you, go you, go perfect. I need some more info on this real quick. They're underway in the next race. I didn't even look to see. Kuwaiti in the top lane, an American in the second lane, Serbian in the third lane, Togo in the fourth lane, Austrian in the fifth. They are underway. Meant to go to you. Click you. Click that. Then I meant to go to you. Go to you. Go to you. Let's pick you. I will be right there, chat. Pick you. And pick you. Okay. Come over here. Get all these. Take care of that. Okay. Okay.
Okay. I am pretty much squared away here now. I just need to go here and click that. Okay. Oh, that's right. That's a shame. There's a game the girlfriend and I played, and uh, it's one of the few games we played together, and it's closing tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Thursday. Thursday's the last day. And I'm like, yeah, that sucks. Like it really sucks. So, but it just wasn't popular. You know, it just didn't get popular enough. So, RIP, I guess, to that. But uh, it is what it is. What are we at here? I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. The Austrians first. The Americans only 2.6 meters back. They're approaching the halfway mark. Serbian's in there too. He's only 6.8 meters back, but the Kuwaiti's 87, and the Togoan's 102. So, they gone. He gone. Well, this is the women, so she gone. So, I don't even know the name of that commentator for the White Sox. He used to do that all the time. I couldn't even tell you. I could not even tell you. But I just love it. It's like a 1 second clip. So on YouTube and it's perfect. Hold on, hang tight. All right, where am I here? Okay. It's all these damn things I have to get through here. Can we do that? Can I click that? I can click that. Yeah, here. Done. Oh, kick back an error code. Okay. Let's get into it though. Enough with the dilly-dally. Let's get into it. The American now leads. The Austrian is 7 meters back. Serbian 26.7. They have 661 meters to go. We need to do pit strategy. So I would like prime option. I think this is fine. Because you're telling me that the option tire only lasts about 14 laps. So if we do 12 on them, we won't be in any trouble. The primes, the first one lasts 17 because it's got a little bit of wear on it, and then the next one lasts. That doesn't make it last 16. That doesn't make any sense. But I think it's fine. Because they're saying it couldn't last 18, so I'm only taking off a lap. But yeah, I think we go with prime option. Race strategy cautious as always because I can run out the fuel and high mix, and we should. Oh, I did not mean to kick it back into pause. Um, should being the key word, be good to go. Let me check 1 second here. Nope, come on. Yes, there we go.
Go here. Yes. Let that load. And click that. Oh, I got another notification. Where's it from? Same Discord. Okay. All right. Oh, I need to. The only thing I forgot to do while I'm here, I need to do it. Is kick my own channel in the mod mode real quick, just to check the spammers we had the last 2 days. I think they're going to be okay. I don't have anything on there. And then if I go here to the dashboard and I go to moderation and I click block terms and phrases, I had 3 more bots come in and get blocked. And well, no, I'm sorry, 5 more over the course of the last few days. So, okay, that's fine. I think that's great. You got an ad starting in 3 minute 30, but let's get into it, shall we? Let's move into the race.
Ready.
The American won the heat. Austrian second, Serb third.
Let's get into it. Bahrain for race 84 of our career.
F1 2012.
The team are hoping you can get another podium this weekend. Let's
Good
go
for
out
the
there
team.
and get a result.
Yeah, just get the team on board. The team.
Woo, that was not a good start. Woo, that's a good enough start. We're +7 laps. Here we go. This thing's going to feel a lot more like the practice session than the qualifying session. Caracola finished 7 seconds ahead of the Austrian, who was 9 seconds ahead of the Serb, who was 30 or 24 seconds ahead of the Kuwaiti, and then it was another 28 seconds back to the Togoan. GTM Mega, guess what? What happened, brother? Is it more Champions League glory for you? I just won 11-1 in the Serbian Cup. Nice. Who are you playing? You're playing as Red Star Belgrade, right? We'll be here looking throughout the day. Thank you, Hidukiri. Have a wonderful day, my man. Now, what are you doing? What's your save, GTM? Is it, I think I've asked you this before. Is it Build a Nation? Are you doing Build a Nation? Or are you doing, or are you just doing a Red Star Belgrade save, like? Because it could be like club coefficient too. You want to get your club coefficient up. Only Red Star. Okay. Okay. Nice. Are they your hometown club, or did you just pick them randomly? We're underway here at Bahrain. This car feels good.
We expect it to stay dry for the whole race.
Yep.
Dry race.
You're from Serbia, and my whole family supports it. Since I was born, I supported it. Is Red Star Belgrade a Serbian club? I know that might seem like a stupid question, so forgive me if that is, but they are a Serbian club, right? That one that you see up back in the... Okay, the only reason I ask is because I know that like, I used to know a dude who was Bosnian, and he, obviously his parents were born, like, you know, in the Yugoslav era, and they supported the football club that wound up being not Bosnian, but their whole their whole family throughout generations supported the football club. And it was one of those ones that were like, even though the club was not Bosnian and they were Bosnian, they still support the football club after the breakup of all the independent states. You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, I didn't know if. First off, I wasn't 100% sure that Belgrade was in Serbia, and my geography is usually good, but I was not 100% certain on that. But then also, like, you know, that might be the case as well. Lazio tried taking revenge, but my mans came back in the 80th and 90th minute to make it. That's amazing. Those late goal feelings, it's euphoric, man. My FM16 offline save. I was leading the Mid-Sussex Football League Division 10, and we had to play the Tester Challenge Cup, which had all the teams from the Mid-Sussex Football League Divisions 9 and 10. So we won our first round game, and then we had to do, this is men's double sculls, by the way. The Dutch, the Americans, the New Zealanders, the Chinese, and the Serbians in the first heat of the double sculls for men. Anyway, you've only lost once so far. Nice. So we're leading level 23, the only division in level 23. We had to play teams in this cup from level 23 and level 22. First round match, we get a team that's like in 8th in our league, and I'm like, right, we need to take care of business, and we do. We very much do. No problem. Second round, we get another team from our division. I'm like, great, absolutely great. We need to take care of business, and we do. We get into the third round, and we get drawn against AFC Uckfield under 21s, who happen to be the team at the top of the division above us, so literally the highest ranked team in the competition. We play out 0-0, and then in the 123rd minute, our striker scores a goal that knocks out the highest ranked team in the cup, and we're through to, I think by then it might be the quarterfinals, or it might be the semifinals, but we're through to the next round on a 123rd minute goal. That was the only goal scored the whole game. In the Serbian league, I always win 5-0 or 6-0, far too easy. Is there any? Red Star Belgrade are traditionally a very big club in that league. Who else is notable in that league? My striker Crisano, 19 games, 30 goals and 7 assists. Jesus Christ, he's going to City. He's going to City. Get ready. Here come the Saudis offering him money. It's like Partizan, that's right. Grasso is 26, so it's possible. So you're saying there's a chance. That would be a fun country. Oh, damn. Superliga already 2 games into the season. Superliga? Well, like Turkish Superliga? You mean Hidakiri? Or do you mean like a different Superliga? 4 games in the UCL. The Serbian one. Oh, okay. 4 games in the... I didn't realize they called it the Superliga as well. 4 games in the UCL and 7 goals. Grasso missed the Champions League. Nice. I meant to cook. Me neither, so I looked it up. I meant to work. Oh fuck! I need to find my way to the post office one day this week and mail a check. Mozart Superliga, but same shit, different package. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I meant to work on Excel documents this week that were like the documents for the leagues. Like I googled Serbian Premier League and spit back the official name. Okay, gotcha. Mozart's a gambling company in Serbia. They sponsor the league. Yep. Gotcha. But I have like an Excel format that's like you enter the teams, you enter the stadium names, and then you fill out the schedule of all 38 match weekends. And then from there, as you input results, it gives you advanced statistics, like form and all this other stuff. You know, records away from goal, records versus top 10, records versus bottom 10, records away versus top 10, stuff like that. It's really neat. It's really well done Excel, and I meant to make that for some of the leagues this week, but I don't think I will because it is a really large input time, by the way. Like if I were to just do the Prem, that sheet would probably take me 2 to 3 hours. So, Red Star won the league 8 times in a row. It's too easy for us. We're like Bayern. We're like the Bayern of our league. Fair enough. That's going to be Real Madrid in Spain. It's going to be years before anybody touches them. Granted, I can't stand that club, but I don't have an issue with Red Star Belgrade. But Real, I can't stand. Real Madrid. Don't tell Smoke. Smoke comes by here quite a bit. As an Arsenal, can I just say that Schalke taking Leverkusen on top to deny a Kane trophy felt amazing? Yes, it did. Better than Arsenal bottling their title chances? Yes, it did. City's dominance will come to an end soon. I know everyone's like, who's going to beat this team? How they're going to beat this team? I think Pep might leave after the season. I can't wait to come in second this year. Yeah, right. I actually think this is a really tight fucking heat, by the way. The Chinese are the only ones that are really off the pace, and they're only about a boat and a half. They're only about a boat and a half lengths back.
We have a gap
really
of
good
25
double
seconds
speed.
on the car behind. 25 seconds.
Bakari was mad good, but we sold him to Austin MLS, whatever the name is. It's just Austin FC. He is such a good player, but my club wanted the money. They don't know how to spend, but he wouldn't reach his potential with us even in MLS. He won't, so he fucked up. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I guess. Your club sounds like us. Second in the UCL table, so you're bottling it already. Nice. If Red Star Belgrade is a club that only knows how to sell players, and doesn't know what to do with the money, are you sure they're not the Philadelphia Union in disguise? Smith dude went to Fulham. Nice. Oof, yeah. Oof. Oof.
It looks to us like Button is going to pit within
Listen,
the next
I love
couple
my
of laps.
Union, but fuck, man, our ownership is shit, man. Our ownership has a guy that doesn't want to spend money to win, and our minority owner is a guy who usually just leaves town when the going gets tough. Like, I mean, come on. Philly Union exists strictly for pain. Yeah, exactly. Oh, fuck. Reset the track.
You're leading Button. The gap is around 30 seconds.
Crash had a bad first half and second half. 68-6, 82nd and 84th minute. Gave a quick hat trick. A machine. Oh my god. I had a player like that in one of my saves, my FM12 save, which is why I always love FM12. But 5-0, easy win, nice. I had a player, I was in level 13, right? And it can happen to any, it's proof that, especially in the older FMs, that it can happen randomly to anybody. But I had pretty bad youth facilities and youth training, right? And I had this kid come through, and all my assistant managers and stuff said, this kid is going to be like a wonder kid. Like, he's going to be fucking incredible. And his name was Torre. was his last name. I can't remember his first name because it's been so long. But his name was Torre. And he actually turned into be like a wonder kid. And he started destroying the leagues for us. And we managed to, I got up to level 11, I think it was, before he came into the academy. And he comes in. Everyone's saying, oh my god, this kid's going to be way beyond this club in terms of his potential for a player, right? He plays in like level 11, I think, or whatever. He subs in a few times. He subbed in, I think it was like 10 times. He scored 7 goals. We're like, okay. He's earned a starting spot. Because my striker decided to leave when I got up to level 10. My main striker. So I'm like, I'm going to have to start this kid. He looks really good. So I start him in level 10. And he does something like score 21 goals in like 50 games in all competitions. And I'm like, that's pretty solid. Now the kid is 17. Oh no, Atletico, you win this time. 1-2, no. So the Dutch won the heat, and then it was New Zealand in second. The Americans came in third by like 0.3 of a second too. Here's heat number 2. So anyway, we get to level 9 thanks to those 20-some goals, and we're in level 9, and something triggers in this kid, right? And you need to win against PSG to pass the group stage. Oh wow! And something triggered, and he scores something like 33 goals in like 55 games in all comps. I'm like, holy fucking shit! This kid is fucking incredible. And now he's 18. We move up to level 8 off the back of this kid just banging in everything left, right, and center. Who's on this heat? Croatia at the top, Norway in lane 2, Italy's in lane 3, Romania's in lane 4.
Boston should be due a time
So anyway,
within a couple of laps.
So we move up to level 8, and this kid goes haywire, and he has an unbelievable record-breaking season, the likes I've seen never before. I mean, 33 goals in like 55 games is fucking incredible. Like, that's Erling Haaland level production. And I know he was down at level 9, but still. So we move up to level 8, and he bangs in like 47 goals. And I'm like, I don't know what to do with this kid. And the offers start coming in for him when we get to level 8. And I go to the owner and I said, look, I've been with the club for 6 seasons at this point. We have made a lot of money because we used to make really deep cup runs. We made an FA Cup run into I remember when we were in level 8, I think it was, we made an FA Cup run into like the first or second round. We made a deep FA Cup run. So I'm like, please, like, turn the club semi-professional, and then I can offer this kid a contract. And the board finally agreed because we had a few million in the bank by then. So the board agreed. I turn around immediately and offer the kid a paid contract so he doesn't leave. He signs it for 2 years, and we run out the contract. He goes haywire. We get up to the Vanarama North, and I'm like, all right, I don't know what to do. I don't think I can hold on to this kid. So finally, the kid's like 22, maybe 23 at this rate, and he's had like something like 300 to 400 goals for us in his careers, and I'm like, this is the best striker I've ever had in any save. And I mean, people like Derby County in the championship were offering money for him. Bolton were offering money for him. Things like, and I'm just like, listen, I don't know if I can hold on to this kid. So I offered him a contract, and I offered him like 3 years, and he didn't want it. I offered him 2 years, and he didn't want it. Finally I just offered him 1 year. I just said, just time for a year. Running out the Vanarama National. Somehow he agreed to it for 1 year. He tears the Vanarama Vanarama North League apart. Or, well, it would have been Vanarama South, but he tears it apart. We get off to the National League, and then I just can't hold on to the kid. And he's gone. At that rate, he is done. And he moves to, I think I actually sold him to West Ham. because Millwall and West Ham both made offers for him, and Wimbledon, and I rejected the offer from Millwall, and I accepted the offer from Wimbledon and West Ham, and it was like, do you want to be at Wimbledon in League One, or do you want to play for West Ham in the Premier League? Like, what are you going to pick? You know what I mean? You're going to pick the Premier League. So he went to West Ham and tore it up at West Ham. He became like a 10 to 15 goal scorer in the Premier League every season, which is not bad production. I mean, it's not star production, but it's not bad production either. And we hung around the Vanarama National trying to get up into League Two. I think we did be in the playoff. We had to win on pens in the playoff, and I'm like, oh my God, we're going to be in League Two. We just barely squeaked in. So he won the Derby 3-1. Remember, my Man United saved 100 goals in 2 seasons. Jesus Christ almighty. Current states: wins 14, draws 1, lost none, points 43. Very nice. Sounds like the season we just had in CLGFC. We had a season where it was like, where did we finish? I think we were 15-2-1 this season. 15 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. So, pretty good season. We got reassigned as well. That's the crazy part. You need to win against PSG. Good luck, brother. We are... I'm moving my field back to standard. I forgot about that. We're approaching the first pit window in 5 laps already. If I don't win, I'm gonna quick sell all my players. No, don't do elites. Romania lead this heat, by the way, by a significant amount. Norway are about a boat's length ahead of Croatia and Italy, both in second. Men's doubles sculls in the rowing. We're still on day 1. Well, really day 2. Day 1 was opening ceremonies. They were terrible. Now we have for day 2. I totally forgot where we're at in the constructors in this save too, by the way. So I don't know if Raikkonen being in second and Button being in third is going to help us or hurt us. But there it is. Whoa. All right. GTM Mega, what year of your save are you in? Because I'm just about entering I am in the summer of 2027 right now. So right now in our CLGFC save, it is 2027. So. You're playing games so quick. 2022 first season. Okay, I was gonna say you seem like you're playing games real quick. Our orange stream save obviously processing take a lot. Romania won the heat. It looks like it will be the Norwegian second. I always do quick play. Got you. Croatia third. So the Italians are going to be in last, sadly. I usually have a large database, so it takes me a while. And because it takes a while, I don't want to be the kind of guy that gives you, like, it takes an hour to get to the next game. You know what I mean? And then we do like a quick game, and it's like 10 minutes of gameplay. So it's like you guys need substance at the end of an episode, right? So at least that's the way I look at it for the YouTube videos, right? Because each match is a video. But so it's like the matches themselves take 20 to 40 minutes because it takes so long to get to them. But that should be changing a little bit because we're taking the leagues off of playable into view only. So some of the leagues have swapped over from playable to view only, and it's actually cut the database by 50,000 players. So we went from 425,000 player database to I think a
373,000 or 379,000 player database. And I still have a whole other list of like 20 leagues that are coming off before the end of the preseason. So that I'm like, okay, we should.
Up on the car behind.
Oh,
1
you
minute.
drew against PSG. Fuck, bro. R.I.P. We should be. Oh, they came back in the 91 minutes. That's terrible. That's so upsetting. But yeah, we should be getting the game should be getting a little bit quicker. Maybe not in the next episode of CLGFC, maybe even not the episode after that, but certainly I would imagine by the start of the season, the start of season 5, it will be getting a lot better. We might play Football Manager later today, actually, as well. Oh, I don't know if you saw this, GTM Mega, but, and do not ask me how I did it, but I am down on level 16, and I somehow have a preseason friendly, or preseason cup, against Leeds and West Ham. Don't know how. No clue how. But apparently we get to play Leeds, and then if we beat Leeds or West Ham lose in their semifinal, we get to play West Ham. So, 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses, 8 points wasn't enough for the second place. What do you mean? Are you still doing the old school UCL? Oh, I guess since it's the first season, it's the old school format, right? You don't do the, like, because it's, whoa, because it's the first season, it's not the league format, the league stage yet. It's the old groups. We're pitting in a few laps. Oh, I missed the brake zone. Oh, I missed the braking zone. Oh, I missed the braking zone. Heat 3, Spain in the lead by 6.1 meters over France. Ireland's 3 meters back from them, and then another 3 meters back from them is Germany. So. Oh, hell nah. So. Yeah. This is not your first FM, right, GTM? I have a feeling. Did you say this was your first FM? I can't remember. Or did you say you were playing Championship Manager, like way back when it was Championship Manager? I can't remember. We had talked about this the other day, but my memory's so foggy. Ireland is 5 meters back of the Spanish. The French are only a meter off of them. And then the Germans are now 14 meters back of the French. We're boxing next lap. Vettel. Red Bulls are going to look like they're going to struggle a little bit this year. They're going to be like on the cusp of points. They're at the halfway mark. It is Ireland 0.09 back of the Spanish. 1.45 seconds is France. And then the Germans are even further back than that. I didn't see the time.
You're coming up on a group of slow-moving cars. Try to pass them quickly.
This is the time the Germans are. 3.78 back for the Germans. This is a tight race in the men's doubles sculls.
I don't know how many go through to the next round, but I think it might only be the top 2. In singles it was 3, but these heats are only 4 boats, so it might just be the top 2. I was hoping the sun would come out. It would be a little bit brighter, but I'm gonna cry. No! No!
The pit window is open. Box this lap.
We're boxing this lap. My UCL, wow, no! You're not the champions. That's mean, I'm sorry. Neither am I, I'm down at fucking level 16, mate. But, bruh. I'm sorry. You're right. That was cruel. That was cruel. Oh, that's true. You do drop to the Europa League, at least again. And it's just fucking, you gotta play at Atlanta. Fuck. Of all the clubs that dropped you down to the like, you still playing that league that's mostly Boy Scouts and elderly? So yes and no, Hidokiri. Am I still way down the pyramid? Yes, I'm in level 16. We got reassigned. So Lancashire and Cheshire Amateur League Division C, B, and A, we climbed out of that. And some of the clubs that climbed out of the A division, instead of going directly up to Division 3, we noticed they've been reassigned. And like the champions of Division A the year before we won the league, the same league, that got reassigned. We did not get reassigned, so we moved up to Division 3, and it was Division 3, 2, 1, and the Premier Division, right? Within the Lancashire and Cheshire Amateur Football League. We won Division 3, but then we still got reassigned, and now we're in like the Mid-Lancashire and Exeter League or some shit like that.
Watch out for
Like Division 2, and there's no relegation, so unless we get reassigned at the end of this, unless we don't get promoted, and we get reassigned again at the end of this upcoming season, we can't be relegated. Well, you got to remember, travel costs are they try to mitigate it so much, so it might make sense for a club to be in the Lancashire and Cheshire Amateur League because there's less teams, for example. So you only play 18 games in those leagues, and it might be better for those players' schedules because obviously they have to work and stuff like that, right? As a broke kid that played travels, I get it, yeah. But then when you get promoted, let's say, this league that we got reassigned to might actually have a lot less travel distance between all the clubs. And go, you know what, we do have to play 4 more weekends because it's 11 teams in this division and not 10 like the previous one. So we have to play, or I should say, it's only 2 more weekends. We have to play 20 games instead of 18. But they're all going to be shorter travel distances, so we don't have to spend that much money to get there. And it might be better for the club, so they get reassigned. So reassignment happens like pretty much everywhere, all the way down, or it kind of stops at level 6, really. But even then, you don't see a lot of teams that are in the Panorama North or South get reassigned from the south to the north, from the north to the south. That used to happen a lot more, but now everything's kind of way more regionalized, so below them, so it's like it's the I gotta see this Heat 3 results. Oh, so you're the Nashville of England. I'm not in Nashville, so if you look at the map, I'm in Lytham St. Anne's, which is just above Manchester. Ireland won Heat 3, by the way. Spain was 2nd. France was 3rd. and Germany finished bottom. So can't wait for my Rui Patricio to come. He paid him 5.5 million. He better play good, or it's a waste of money. I saw you signed him yesterday. I forgot to read the message out on stream. I'm very sorry. So, but yeah, I won't say it's Nashville because it's so localized, those leagues at like level 16, 15, 14, Fury. But reassignment does happen all the time, especially starting in level. Nowadays, I would say level like 8 or 9. So the Vanarama North-South will relegate into 4 divisions now. It used to just be 3. Now it's 4, and you have the Northern Premier League division, and then I think Northern Premier League, like Northwest, and the Northern Premier League like North. So that covers basically like Manchester area, and also that'll cover like Newcastle area. There's a lot of clubs in Newcastle area. Netherlands lane 1 for this women's doubles heat now. Women's doubles scrolls 1, 2. It's New Zealand lane 2. And then you have the Eastman Premier Division, which will cover like Birmingham. And then you have like the Southern Premier League, which will cover like obviously London and all that. Italy is in lane 3. It's the United States in lane 4. Is there a 15 in this heat? There is a 15 in this heat. And it is Team GB. It's the Brits in lane 5. So anyway, but because they've made it, they've actually done something very smart in England with their pyramid, and they've actually made it like a proper pyramid. So you have the Vanarama National in step 5, 1 league. Then you split into North-South, which in level 6, right? And then though they relegate into 4 divisions, so you regionalize a little bit better to keep the club's costs down. And then from level 7, where there's 4 divisions, you relegate into 8 divisions. So like the Northern Premier League Division 1 Northwest will be like, or the Northern Premier League Northwest would be like, oh, let's do Northern Premier League Northwest Division 1 or North, and Division 1 South or something like that. And then those 8 leagues in level 8 will relegate into 16 county leagues. So it's actually really smart because it means that a lot of these clubs that are in level 7, level 8, that are gaining a few hundred fans per match can actually like turn semi-professional over time from all their match day receipts and the cup money that they get from the FA. Well, for there it would be the FA Trophy and the FA Cup and any other cup that they have, like the Northern Premier League Cup and stuff like that. They can all turn, they can use that prize money to help turn semi-professional and actually like part-time paid players, or at least pay staff, one of the two. So they can actually hire front office staff. Wait, isn't that money supposed to go to the owner? That's how it works here. Amazing amazing the concept English clubs have of, you know, reinvesting into their football club. I can't believe it. I don't know what that's like. I'd like to experience that once in my life. But yeah, it is actually really smart, because it used to be, sounds like communism to me. Yeah, it used to be kind of helter-skelter. Like the Vanarama North-South used to relegate into 3 divisions. So it's like, okay, Vanarama North will relegate 4 teams. 2 of them will go into the Northern Premier League Premier Division, and 2 of them will go into the Eastman Premier League Premier Division. And then you would get the Vanarama South would relegate 4 teams, and would like, okay, or they'd relegate 3 teams really, and be like, okay, 2 of them are going into the Southern Premier League Premier Division, and 1 to 2 of them are going in the Eastman Premier League. So it's like, well, you know what I mean? It was kind of helter-skelter for clubs, because then they would get relegated into the like they would wind up in the ish. They would be a club in the south, for example, right? That maybe, like maybe they're a London club, for example, and they should be in the Southern Premier League, Premier Division, or something like that, right? But a club from like Dover gets relegated, or like two clubs from Dover get relegated, and it's like, well, they're even further south, so they should go into the Southern Premier League, and you guys can just go into the Ishman. And they're like, now we got to fucking travel all the way up to Birmingham for like all of our away games. Like it was just wasn't good for the club. So then they eventually built these divisions out in the lower divisions, so that it relegates 1 to 2 to 4 to 8 to 16, and it's way better for the clubs. Once you get out of that though, and you relegate out of those 16 divisions in level whatever that is, 8 I think, 9, level 9, then you get the county leagues, which there's only like 19 or 21 of them. It's like Anglican County League, you know, things like that. But by then it's like you're not close to being a semi-professional club anyway, so. It's when it's really, reassignment happens a lot in those county leagues, or in those 16 leagues as well. But it's really when you get out of the step system in England, which is like level 11 and below, or level 12 and below, I think. That's when things really get like crazy with reassignment. Clubs get reassigned every year. Every year they're reassigned. So. I have got to, I got to find my way to the post office tomorrow, and mail this check that I have that I'm going to send to Reigate Priory, so I can actually pay them their fucking sponsorship fee for sponsoring one of their players, and then they can be sponsored for the season. That'd be nice. Because I've tried everything. They don't have a Venmo, this club. They don't have a PayPal. I tried a wire transfer, but my bank doesn't do international wire transfers. So I'm like, I can't. It's just they can't charge me for a service because my bank will block the charge because it's an international charge for, you know, a very amateur club. And I'm just like, fuck's sake, guys, like what? So I actually have to go and send them a fucking check. And
dropping back by 3 seconds a lap.
It's just brutality, man. It's just brutality. So. I feel bad for them because they said, can we please, if you're going to do it, can we please have it by August 3rd? And I have tried everything I can to get it to them by August 3rd. And then this week I'm just like, you know what? Last weekend I should say, or maybe the weekend prior, I was like, you know what? I have to get to a point where it's at a point where I just have to mail it to you guys. Like, there's, I have no other options. So. And if that doesn't go through, then I'm gonna have to fucking, like, I'm gonna have to tell PFFCU we're done here and find another bank. Just be like, we're done. Thank you for all of the hassle that you guys have given me over the last 20 fucking years as an independent man. Like, you guys suck. The perks that they give you are nice, and it's part of the reason they do that is because it's I don't want to say a seclusive bank, but you have to be either a family member of a police officer, fire officer, or first responder. I'm pretty sure, and or you have to be one yourself, obviously. And it's like, because that's a requirement to get membership in the bank has a lot of nice perks that other banks do not have. And they take care of their members more. But it's not worth the hassle, man. They've not been a particularly great bank to deal with when it comes to international stuff. And I know they don't deal with international stuff often, obviously being such a small bank, but it's like, as someone who deals exclusively in international trade, it's very difficult to work with them. Extremely difficult to work with them. So, okay. I think Britain won the heat. But just oh, it actually looks like New Zealand might have won the heat. I don't know. We'll see. Let me see. Yes, New Zealand won the heat. Britain came in second. The United States third. Netherlands fourth. Italy fifth. That was the first heat of the women's double sculls. We should have 2 more heats, I think. Ireland lane 1, Australia lane 2, France lane 3, Lithuania lane 4, women's double sculls, heat 2, underway. Let's see who will come out on top. Morning, Benny. Morning, Pixelated Suits. How are you, man? How have you been? Doing good, brother. Was lurking yesterday during Euro Truck. I appreciate it, man. I had to take a big break from that. That was like a big 45, 50-minute break yesterday. I had to take on stream. I was like, oh my god, I have so much to get done around the house. And I left it off at the same time instead of doing it intermittently. And I didn't mean to leave it, but the freaking, that trip what's his name? I kept coming back and I was like, dude's still trucking marathon, man. Yeah. The trip that we took on stream with Zig, it was like a 4 to 5 hour trip. I was like, oh my god. We went from Spain to literally the far north edge of Norway. I got pissed because, what do you call it? I had a bit of damage and I stopped at a repair shop that was literally right on the route. And I'm like, let me get the truck repaired. So I repaired the truck, right? I repaired my truck. And fucking what happens? About 100 miles up the road, some car decides it's okay to just pull out of a gas station as I'm flying down the road at 50 miles an hour. The speed limit is 50, by the way, so I'm going the speed limit. And I turn into the other lane to avoid him. And there's a big ass tractor trailer coming down the other lane. And I thought I could swerve around him and like squeak in time, and I didn't. And I clipped the tractor trailer and I damaged my truck 23%. And I'm like, I just fucking repaired this thing. I was so pissed. I was so angry. I was like, this fucking game.
We've looked at the numbers and estimate that Schumacher will pit within the next 5 laps.
When do we box? I think in 7 laps. But yeah, Euro Truck is usually a fun game. I forgot to change my fuel when I went to the pit, so
He's going to be out for a longer period of time before pitting again.
I need to think about my gas here because I've run down to optimal while being on standard, so we do need to fuel save somewhat. Anyway, I can't believe we're 27 laps in, practically. Almost 27 laps in to this race. Is Australia leading this heat? I've overcooked this turn. I've completely overcooked it. France are second, Lithuania are third, Ireland are just off the back and forth. That is at the 1,000-meter mark. So, but how you been, man? You said you've been doing good. What's new? Anything new? How's the family? Hope they're well. Yeah, I'm just enjoying vacation right now. And the Olympics. So, I've watched basketball, indoor volleyball, shooting, field hockey, handball, rugby, football, and diving so far. It's been excellent. I think we got water polo coming up today too. And tennis. Cooked that a little bit, but we're still good. Oh, purple. Look at that. Second one. Don't know how, but okay. Anyway, I think we boxed in. Yeah, we boxed in about 6 laps. Doing good. Played a little AC the other day. Is AC Assassin's Creed? Getting slightly better at keeping it, or is AC Assetto Corsa? Getting better at, getting slightly better at keeping it on the track. So that means it's Assetto Corsa. literally the second part of that sentence. Let me know. Nice. Yeah, FGS and all them. I know that they're big on Assetto Corsa and iRacing. iRacing, I really struggle on. I am very poor at iRacing. AC, I don't own. I do own ACC, and I'm pretty bad at that. But I would be willing to give ACC a try. However, my favorite racing game is still the F1 game. Even as shit as some of them have been, and some of them have been pretty shit, don't get me wrong. I still love the F1 games more than anything else, so I don't know. Oh man, this is a charge from the French to try and take this heat win. It is neck and neck. There's only about a quarter of boat difference between the Aussies and the French right now. And they're in the final 250 meters. So, absolute freaking amazing race so far. The Irish are third. They're about a boat and a half length back. Oh, God, sneezing fit. Oh, and the French just took it at the line. Australia second, Ireland third. And I don't know who that was in fourth. I can't remember. Lithuania, I think. Anyway. Oh, stuck on a curb. Oh, God. Oh, marbles. Ah. Oh, my God. I'm all over the shop. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Yeah, man. AC looks like a lot of fun. I know. You know who really races in AC, by the way? Snicky. You might have seen them on the stream, but Snicky does a lot of racing on Assetto Corsa and on iRacing, and the like Super Formula stuff on Assetto Corsa looks really good. Like it looks like it's a lot of fun. I know the game acts a lot better than the F1 game. The F1 game is kind of way arcadey. It's not really sim, but you know, I've been playing it for 15 years. That's what I'm used to. That's what I enjoy. I need to find me a wheel too. I check Facebook Marketplace periodically. This one was on sale recently. The Logitech G920. This was on sale recently. It was only like $400. Speaking of Snicky, they just got a brand new wheel, like a whole rig. They got the Ferrari wheel, they got a base, they got the everything, the curve monitor. I was like, oh my God. It looks amazing though, I know that. We are boxing. When we come to line, we'll be boxing in 3 laps. Surprised you haven't gotten into the iRacing League stuff. It's a whole different type of racing, like just the feel of it, and it would be like starting anew for me. I think. I feel like it would be starting like from scratch and learning how to control the car. So. And as a commentator, that's just a scene I have no experience in. That would take me a lot of time to get my name, like break into, and I've already I don't feel like doing that. I just don't feel like doing that. And breaking into as a commentator in that scene because I have tried to for CS for 4.5 years, and it just did not do it. So, and I'm not one that's gonna sit here for 10, 20 years waiting to break through. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just, you either like me or you don't. So, I was talking about it with Josh the other day. It's like there was a period for like 1.5 to 2 years where the period, especially too when I was doing the podcast, where I was watching every single game of Women's Counter-Strike that I could watch, every single one. And I would go to these lands, and don't get me wrong, the talent there is fantastic. I'm not even talking about the play-by-play commentators or whatnot, just some of the desk analysts and whatnot. And they would say something, and I'm like, that's not how this team plays, like at all. Like this team is not gonna play that, like, or this team is not gonna play that map. They don't play it. They'll avoid it because they know that this team plays it. Or something like that, you know what I mean? And it's something you would only know if you looked at results that weren't listed on Wikipedia, for example, right? And it's like, you know, that the fact that knowledge never led to anything, any opportunities in the scene, I was like, you know what? I don't need to be a part of this. Plus, too, now obviously everyone's got to bend the knee to the Saudis. Nobody wants to talk about the issues of what the Saudis are doing to esports because they're getting paid to commentate them. So that's a big problem. Yeah, it's pretty fucked. Yeah, it's the whole scene is just a cesspool. So I'm like, you know what? I mean, I feel bad for the players. Like, I like the players the most. I miss the players the most. I miss some of my fellow talent, you know, but yep, capitalism breeds mercenaries. That's a really good way. I mean, I'm all for capitalism, but that's a very good point. It breeds mercenaries, but and some of my fellow commentators I still really respect, and I miss working with them, like Icy and Snicky. But some of the others I can see are really trying to button themselves up so that they can be in line for the Saudi money, and I'm like, I'm not dealing with this.
This lap.
Like this isn't. I'm not gonna adhere to that. I'm not fucking with it. I'm sorry. Like, so I'm just like, you know what? It's a really good time to retire. I did my 4.5 years. I've made a difference. I'm gonna fucking retire. So I'd like to think I left the scene in a better place than when I found it, but you know, there's no space for someone like me anymore. So I'm gonna dip. Yeah, don't blame me for dipping. Yeah, a lot of people don't. From who I've talked to, a lot of people do not, and some other commentators I know have also dipped, and I don't blame them.
The car ahead is nearly a lap down. He should move over and let you past.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens with where esports is going. I mean, I really enjoy streaming too. That's the thing. I'm really enjoying playing games on stream, even though I know that I don't play as the most exciting way.
Don't forget,
I know,
pit
like, I
in this
play
lap.
Football Manager very slow. People don't like it. I know I play F1 on easy because I don't feel like white knuckling. People don't like it. Don't really care. I'm still really enjoying streaming and playing these games. And I miss streaming quite a bit. Yeah, man. It's a lot harder for you because you got a lot more to take care of in your house. I mean, I'm kind of that way this year as well. Like my parents that got ill, but you know, you have a kid. I see what it does to Zigareth and how he has to constantly take care. And he's got a 3-year-old. I'd imagine Piper's what? Like Piper's like 4 now. Isn't she? Piper's 2. Okay, 2.5. Yeah, his Zigareth's daughter is 3. So like, not a huge difference. You know what I mean?
At the pit exit. Watch out
And
as you rejoin the track.
she's 3 on December the 12th. Nice. Okay. So you know, it's
Your car's fitted with the option tyres.
it's one of
Just
those things
stop to
where
go now.
it's just tough because yeah, we have no family or anyone that could help watch, or if we need some time for something. Yeah, and the other thing too is when a kid is 2, 3, 4, like when they have a need, you don't really have an option to delay it or not address it or tell them, hey, can you wait a minute? It kind of just has to be done. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So our house is 120 years old, 23 years old, so I'm constantly fixing stuff. Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, I get it. You know what I mean? I know I'm not a parent, but I get it. So. Romania won the heat. The Czech Republic came in second. China came in third, and then who was fourth? I didn't see who was fourth. Not to mention, I'm old as fuck. I mean, I'm getting there. You're not that old. You're in the grand scheme of things, Hero Fury, you are not that old. Oh. Who's became fourth? Don't tell me I fucked up. I hate this. The old laptop from time to time does this. It's really, really difficult. So I'll be 41 in October. Life expectancy around 65 years. Oh, it was the Czech Republic that came fourth. My old laptop, because it's a laptop. Well, a keyboard's the same way, but the right arrow key, which skips ahead time, is right next to the 0 key. And if you hit the 0 key by accident, like if you miss key, it takes you to the 0. Like it breaks the keys, break everything up in like tenths of the video. So instead of hitting right, if you hit 0, it takes you all the way back to the beginning of the fucking video. And I'm like, I just did that, and I'm like, no. Oh, I'm sorry, it was Norway that was fourth, not the Czech Republic. Um, so now I'm trying to like track back to where I was in the match or in the video. Men's quadruple sculls now coming up. We got 40 minutes left of the rowing. So all right. Men's quadruple sculls now. I finally managed to track back after I hit 0. Went back to the beginning of the pod. My dumbass scheduled a haircut for 12:30, but I don't feel like moving. My dumbass scheduled a stream for 7:30, and when the alarm went off, I didn't feel like moving. Norway in lane 1, Britain lane 2, Germany lane 3, Romania lane 4, the Netherlands lane 5. They are underway. Men's quadruple skull. It was because And the only reason was because last night's stream ran long. So I got to bed late, so I didn't get like a great night's sleep. I think by the time I fell asleep, it was like 10 of midnight, and the alarm went off at 5:40. So I only got I got like just under 6 hours. So, and usually I get 6.5 to 7. I have 4 Discord notifications, and I need to go through them very quickly. Crew is huge. I think that's it. Okay. I think that's good. Okay, cool. Let me just check one more thing here, because I think I have no. Okay. Oh, nice. Um, why did she? Why did Soko just tweet that? Why did Soko just tweet that? I go to Twitter. I go to check notification on Twitter, and there's just a tweet at the top, and the whole thing the tweet just says is post nut clarity. I'm like, really? Like that's the tweet for the morning? Well, granted it's evening there, but still, 10:45 in the morning. We're just gonna drop that on the timeline. Like no big deal. Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh God, Twitter. Every once in a while, entertaining. Mostly a shit show. Netherlands lead this heat. Romania is second. Britain's third. Germany is fourth. Norway is fifth. Yeah, I don't miss that platform after what it has become. It's really been I just wish Blue Sky would get their fucking act together, man. Like, you can't post video on Blue Sky. You can't post threads. Like, you know how you could always like tweet and then hit the plus and make another tweet, and then you post like a thread all at once of like 6-8 tweets, like a chain. Can't do that on Blue Sky. It just, if it would get you can't use dollar hashtags on Blue Sky. The regular hashtags finally work on Blue Sky. They patched that last year. But like, I miss social stuff in general, but it's almost like shitty people are not employable, so they have more time to camp the platforms. That's the point, actually. Point. Ah! I mean, it doesn't. I've come to learn that even though I like Blue Sky a lot, it's going to be any platform. Like Instagram, I got into Facebook just for Marketplace, so now I can build out my woodshop. Nice. I just come to realize it's any platform. Like, I hated Facebook. I thought it was fucking terrible. I got rid of it. Twitter's terrible, but it's great for personal engagement, like when I announce I'm streaming or stuff like that, right? It's great for personal promotion, I should say, right? Instagram is a cesspool. Absolutely hate Instagram. Instagram comments are fucking the worst as well. I mean, Instagram comments is just Twitter. Twitter is essentially 4chan with a light amount of moderation. That's what Twitter is. And it's definitely a light amount of moderation. But there is at least still a shade of moderation on Twitter, but it's basically just 4chan for moderation. I mean, Reddit is just the biggest dickheads in the world conjugate on Reddit. So, yeah, for real. Yep. So, Lucari gave a goal in the first minute against Atalanta. What do you mean gave a goal? Like gave you a goal or gave Atlanta a goal? Netherlands won the heat, Britain second, Germany third. Gave them a goal. Oh boy. There needs to be a class taught in school that just explains your opinion sucks and no, you don't need to tell everyone about it. Exactly. The problem is, I think, there is a certain, I lost 3-2, I'm finished, I need your players. Time to get that transfer checkbook open. I think the problem is Hidokiri as well. It started, I want to say, even like about 20 years ago. Shock jock culture for disc jockeys, right? You think about disc jockeys, whether it's sports talk and stuff like that. You think about like a Colin Cowherd, a Skip Bayless, a Stephen A. Smith. Those are the type of people that got popular on TV, and they realized that, so they would just spew shit that made people angry at them, right? Because they realized it brought viewers into the station because they wanted to see what they would say next. That was outrageous, right? That sort of shit worked on television for a while. It kind of doesn't now. Colin Cowherd's completely fucking irrelevant now, for example. He still somehow has a show. Nobody fucking watches it. And nobody cares about him. He's not even a household name anymore. You know what I mean? People look at Twitter and they realize that they can do that themselves on Twitter and it will drive the same type of engagement. And now engagement gets paid out, so they have even more incentive to continue being this shock jock type. And it just doesn't lead to, it just creates dickheads because people look at that and believe that that might actually be a valid argument because somebody with any sort of status that is known to a wider audience than themselves holds this belief that's really not, they don't hold it, some of them, they just spew it for value because they get paid for it, and it peddles a whole generation of backwards thinking individuals. Sensationalism and outrage merchants. It's impossible to take anyone serious no matter the subject. Exactly. This is why my block list is about 14,000 people deep on Twitter. So, the problem is, sheep love to follow. Yep, that's exactly right. That is exactly right. People feel like they can make it big, so they look at what other people can do, what other people have done to make it big, and they just try to emulate instead of creating their own unique thing. Estonia top lane, Italy second, Switzerland third, Poland fourth. The next heat in the men's sculls is underway. It's quadruple skull. We just passed Kobayashi. It made me hungry for dogs. Why? For hot dogs. Sorry. Why? Dollar Dog Night is dead at the Phillies. Big sad. No hot dogs. Kamui Kobayashi. Casper took that with him. No! We gotta sign Casper. Bring him back. Bring him back. Second leg 1-3-0, 5-3 on aggregate. Nice. A drink from Mount Olympus. has come to the hills of Serbia and delivered a miracle. It's like, that dude was so nice. I wish he was able to stay longer. I agree. I really did like Casper. He has been pretty awful in front of goal since he did leave us, though. Like, he's not really had any consistency.
Rosberg will be stopping in 3 laps time.
But I can't say anything because we sold our best striker this season halfway through the season. So my next match is against Roma. I will say this though, Barb. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he's just starting to decide to eat Wheaties, or if he was always this good. Jim was just a dickhead for not playing him earlier. But Baribo looks fucking. What's going on, man? Baribo's insane. Yeah, we're a locker room team. He scaled much better when our team came together. Jim is trash. I don't think Jim is trash. I think he's okay. I just think he's way too loyal to his starting 11. You know, he always talks about next man up mentality, but then he never calls them up. You know? But Jim would rather start an out of form, like, he wouldn't play Casper during that Open Cup run in Austin. Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, he's way too loyal to the players that get him there. Like, if it's a reserve team that gets us into a U.S. Open Cup final, then he starts the reserve team in the final. It's like, well, sure, Houston might have started reserve team as well to get there to the final, but you know what? They realize that when they're in the fucking final, let's bring out the big boys. You know what I mean? Why? Because it's a cup final. That makes him a bad manager? I don't know, because I think he's done well in the Champions League. You need someone who makes the shitty calls. Yeah, he has trouble making the shitty calls, I think. But he's done well in the Champions League. With the rotation, squad rotation he's had to not do and things like that. I don't think he's a phenomenal manager, but I do think he's a good manager. I mean, would you rather have him or would you rather have Peter Vermees? How many games did we draw and lose when we didn't use any subs? You mean this season? I don't think subs have made a difference. There's something in the underbelly of the team. Subs would not have made a difference, to be honest. They might have been one. Oh, previously. There might have been one. Or, okay, I don't know. You mean in seasons past? I can't say. I can't say I've paid a terrible attention to. Subs seem to be a big issue, yes. And a lot of the times it talks about depth, like it's about the quality. Yeah, over the years it's usually subs phenomenal. I agree with that. And a lot of the times some people be like, oh, it might be a depth thing. Like, are you really gonna take like a Carranza off for Baribo? You know, when we had like in 2022 or something. And I'm like, listen, I understand the sentiment. However, when you are 80 minutes into a game, it's less about the quality of the players and more about the fact that Baribo's just fucking fresh. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have depth. We had an academy. Yeah. Like, that's the thing. Like, but even then, like, just put fresh legs on and see what they can do. Nicholas Folkrig transfer. West Ham open talks with Borussia Dortmund after John Duran deal stalls. Yep, that's why Burke used to do amazing. Yeah, exactly. Corey Burke is not a phenomenal striker, but you know what? He's really tall. He can head the ball. He doesn't have a ton of pace, but when you put him against tired legs, he might beat a man or two. And that's all you need. That's all you need to score a goal. All you need. High speed list. Yeah, exactly.
The guys have run the numbers and we calculate that Rosberg will be pitting within the next 2 laps.
I miss Corey Burke. I was really upset when he went. He was the one that I really, really liked. Because we waited a year for Burke, too. He had to play in Jamaica for a fucking year. And then the year after we bring him back, what happens? We offload him? Like, come on, man. I liked Santos as well. I did like Santos. Yeah, Sergio Santos was really good. Super sub was our MO because of the senior, but Jim didn't understand it. You can't start. Yeah. Monteiro was alright. I think I like Santos a little more than Monteiro, but
Jamiro Montero's okay. He's the crazy thing is you look at players in the union have offloaded. Welcome in, by the way, Sigurath. I hope you're well this morning, or this it's afternoon for you. But Docal for life. Oh God, Docal was. I think you look at players that they've offloaded, like Casper hasn't really done well after being offloaded. So you can look back and say, as much as you like me, man, and I do like him, man, a lot. It was probably the right time to offload him. Like same with Herbers, Fabian Herbers. You know, he's just not good enough for the squad, for an MLS Cup winning squad in general. But then you look at like someone like Santos, who's going off in Cincinnati and just fucking touring it up. And Cincinnati are like top of the league and shit. It's just like, okay, why didn't we pay him more money? You know, why did we not pay? Why did we not keep Fafa Colt? Cal went back to Prague and played 76 more games for Split Sparta before retiring. Okay, I don't blame him. Italy won the heat, Poland second, Switzerland third, Norway fourth. Oh my god, the heat was won by 7/100 for the second as well. The heat's to the final A, Netherlands, Italy, Poland, Great Britain. Women's quadruple skulls now. That'll be it. I still laugh at a friend of mine was looking for an apartment, was shown Fafas before it was announced he was leaving. That's funny. That's actually really funny. But Fafa's actually having a really good season this season, I think. He's in Vancouver now, if I remember correctly. And he's got a few goals. He's had a bit of a journey, man, through MLS, Fafa Colt. Because where'd he go? He went from us to Dallas, and then he went from Dallas to like Houston, and then he went from Houston to Vancouver. Wouldn't have known except he had a painting of him that was done by a friend's kid to celebrate Haitian players. Oh wow. Nashville at one point? Yeah, he's had a bit of a journey, been through MLS. All right, women's quadruple skulls. Here we go. Lane 1, Netherlands. Lane 2, China. Lane 3, Romania. Lane 4, Australia. Lane 5, Ukraine. And they are underway.
The pit crew are ready for you at the end of this lap. Pit this lap.
This is our final pit stop coming in. We already have 13 laps. We only have 13 laps to go, and then we will be done race 1, probably of 2 today. Zig, if you're still here, man, you gotta let me know when you finish that that journey. I have 3 more notifications on Discord. Hold on, I'm getting blown up here. Okay. Click, thank you. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, I can picture him in my head. Oh wait, hold on. What was the name of that one striker that was visiting from FC St. Paul like one practice? Oh, I don't remember. I know who you're talking about, but I don't remember. I picture him in my head, but my brain is no longer retaining information. Oh, I have no fucking clue.
I am in so much pain. Why? Why? What happened, Zig? Crane doing well here in this women's quadruple sculls. Bones and lifting that damn washing machine seized all my muscles. Oh boy. Alex Mayer. Oh yeah. Fuck man, if we had signed him, holy shit. Someone ahead of us doing pit stop as well. China doing okay in this race as well. Somebody's way out front. Who's that top? Who's the top? Who's the top lane? It's the Netherlands.
Watch out for traffic as you rejoin the track.
Netherlands is first. Ukraine is second. Netherlands has about
You have
a
no
boat
more
and a half
scheduled
lead,
pit stops, so look after your
but
tires.
Ukraine's only about a full boat length ahead of Netherlands or China. I mean. Got to lurk again for a bit for some calls. All right, thank you, Yukiri. I'll see you soon. If not, take care, brother. So.
The car behind has just fitted the option tyres. Looks like he's going to do a shorter stint.
Well, yeah, there's only 12 laps left, so yeah, he's going to do a shorter stint. Another easy 8-1 win. Nice. Zig, I hope there's something you can take that'll just alleviate the pain for now, man. Holy moly. So, Presto for real gave me 6 calls. Good lord. I tried to sign for short-term relief. Yeah, okay, good. I hope you feel better, man. Is this going to be like a day where you're just wiped out on the couch? Is that what happened? 'Cause there's days like my mom broke her back, so there's days where like she's in so much pain that it's just like the whole day is laid out on the couch the whole day. She hates those days too. But Netherlands first, Ukraine second, China third, Romania is fourth. I am off the track.
Fuel management has been excellent this race.
Darby and
Great
Serbian
job.
Cup semi-final. Let's go. I actually hate drawing the Derby games into big games like when we had to play Earlham Steel Rangers reserves for the title. I was like, I don't want that. Like the having to play Badger casuals in the last game wasn't too bad. The last season wasn't too bad because we were going to be, I think, 6 clear still had they won. So it's like with 3 to play or something. So it was like we didn't need to win the game. But, God, 29 matches, 49 goals, 10 assists. Jesus Christ. But, I hate the must-wins that are against the Derbies. I hate those. So, 11 to go. Oh, they're still racing. I thought that was the conclusion, but it doesn't look like the standings have changed. Netherlands first, Ukraine second, China third. They win the first heat, the Dutch. Bukari, 29 matches, 24 goals, 15 assists. Oh my God. I'm not even getting that kind of production out of my players, and they're wanted by Premier League clubs. My players, and I'm in level 16, 17, and I wasn't getting that kind of production. 10 man of the matches already is crazy. Yeah. Like Snicky has had 11 goals in, I think they had 15 games played, or it might have been 17 games played. And Spaps had, I think, 14 games played and 7 assists. Which is still good, don't get me wrong. That's still really, really good, but it's not those levels of production. Like, I think we'll get there. We'll be okay. The board's being a bit of a dick, though. I will say that, so. Denied me a national B license, or yeah, a national B license. Denied me the ability to upgrade the youth facilities. Oh my lord. Netherlands 6-17, Ukraine 3 seconds back of that. China 2 seconds off that, Romania 2 seconds off that, and Australia finished a second off Romania at the bottom. That's women's first heat of the quadruple sculls. I believe we have another heat or two coming up for that one as well. Actually, might be 3 more heats. Heat 2, the United States of America, Switzerland, Germany, and the United Kingdom. Or Great Britain. Not even Ronaldo can do 52 goals in 30 matches. He's gonna break Messi record. Oh my God, Carthagena, what was that? U.S. is in lane 1. I am gonna have to take a little bit. I'm gonna take about a 10 to 15 minute break after this, by the way. After this race. And then we'll get into race number 2, which will be, what is the 5th race of the season on this calendar? Spain. And then after Spain, we might swap over to Euro Truck or Football Manager, one of the two. Zig, what happened to you yesterday happened to me, brother. I don't know if you're still here. But I actually repaired my, there's the repair shop on the route to the job that we started yesterday. And I finished it offline, sorry brother, but I just needed the money and I had time left in the stream to do another job, so. I finished the job. There was a repair shop literally right on the corner that we were turning. So I stopped in there, repaired my cabin. And spent 16,000 pounds to do that. Got 100 miles up the road into Finland, and some car just decided to pull out of the gas station while I'm flying by doing 50 in a 50. I tried to go in the other lane to avoid him, and I wound up smacking another cabin head on in the opposite lane. And then I had 26% damage or something like that based. I was like fucking so pissed. So. So it's US in lane 1, Switzerland is in lane 2. I believe it is Germany lane 3. And the Great Britain is in lane 4. Yep. Totally missed the breaking point. Here we are at the 500-meter mark. Britain leads, the United States is second, Germany is third. I'm sorry, Britain leads, Switzerland is second, Germany third, the United States is fourth. US is the one that's really fallen off the back. Britain has a half boat lead over the Swiss, who have about a
maybe a third boat lead over the Germans, who have about a full-length boat lead over the United States. Overshot the corner. All right. We are approaching the 1,000-meter to go mark. Oh, fuck. What's just starting to inch back on Germany a bit. The third. Norway's keeping it close with Britain. Here we go at the 1,000 meter, the halfway mark. Britain 306.29. Swiss are 1.58 back. Germany 2.21 back. And the US is 4.93 back now. The US has got to turn it on. Almost done here with our race in Bahrain. We will do the Spanish race next, but we're going to take about a 20-minute break. Going to extend it to about 20 minutes in between. I'm going to grab lunch, a snack, I think, for lunch, because I might just make pork roll, actually. Pork roll and a bagel sounds good, honestly. Pork roll is not long to take. It's even shorter to cook than a burger. I wish pork roll was a universal food, man. It's so fucking good. I know GTM Mega, you've never had it. I know Zig, you've never had it. I know Hidokiri has had it. Because Hidokiri's from the Philly area like me, but pork roll is pixelated. If you're still here, I know you've probably never had it either. But pork roll it's awesome. It's just such a good food. Well, the Brits have absolutely opened up a can of whoop ass on this. They are 3.42 ahead of the Swiss, who are 3.72 ahead of the Germans. The Americans are now 8.98 back. I don't think they're in it. I think that's it for the Americans. 5 to go. And they are just, oh man, this race for second, which is, there's only one, the top, only the top two get into the next round. So, this battle for second is intense, man. This is for a spot. I think the Germans have just edged ahead of the Swiss now. They've opened up about a third of a boat lead. We're in the final 500 meters too. Ah, whoops. Final 50 meters to go. They're coming up on the finish line. Here we go. Britain will win the race, the heat. The Germans have come in second. Swiss are third. And the United States will be in fourth.
going to be like one other race left. This segment's got 5 minutes left. Oh, I locked it up. I don't even think that's going to be enough time for one more race. Which means there's actually not a lot of teams competing in the women's quad sculls. Then. I mean, I haven't used it all race, mate. I've not been close enough to anybody to use it at all race. All right. Down 3 to go. 3 to go. Britain win by just under 2 seconds. The Swiss were about 0.6 of a second back from Germany, and the US were about 8 seconds back from the Swiss. And that is the end of the rowing I'm thinking of. I think it's the end of it. Yeah, I do not see another one lined up. So the rowing for this segment might even be for day one.
Is now fixed and available to use.
Is complete. And that's our first segment done for the Olympics today. Oh my god, but what the fuck was that? It's crazy.
I think this might be our finishing position today, so don't take any risks.
2 laps to go. And it's purple through sector 1. Woo! That's just a straight up. I haven't used a flashback all race, so let's use one. Whoa, sorry, that came out of nowhere. Oh my god, Kovalainen went off the track. Alright. This live event has concluded. Thank you very much. What do we got next? Oh, it's the heats in the men's and women's 400 meter free, and it's the men's and women's 4x100 meter free It's swimming. It's 2 hours of swimming coming up. That's going to be neat. I do enjoy the swimming. I just so much of it, but I do enjoy the swimming. After that, we're going to skip men's qualification for the in Subdivision 1 in gymnastics. We're not bothering with it. And it'll be the women's singles in tennis. Swiatek and Begu, Poland versus Romania in that one. And then after that, we've got the women's 48 kilogram and men's 60 kilogram eliminations in judo, followed by women's single Bogdan from Romania, Paolini from Italy in the singles tennis. And if we get to it today, Group D pool play, the United States and Cuba in the beach volleyball. So we have that coming up. This is our last lap. I'm not going to start the next video here. We're on the last lap. I'll set it up after this lap is done. But yeah, looking forward to just more sports, more action. I haven't watched beach volleyball yet. I haven't watched judo yet. I haven't watched tennis yet. I haven't watched swimming yet. So we get all of that now today. And then right after the beach volleyball is more field hockey. I do like the field hockey. Australia and Argentina. We're coming home to the checkered flag. There it is, waving in the distance. Thank you very much. Let's set up the swimming.
Brilliant.
This is only an hour 40 long
That's the
video.
double pole and the win.
There it is. Let's go over the standings, shall we? 2 DNFs, Vettel and Raikkonen. Remember, he was second earlier in this race. Vettel, DNF's block finishes 22nd, pick 21st, car the game 20th, Ricardo 19th, then it's Pedro de la Rosa in 18th. Jean-Eric Vergne in 17th, Heikki Kovalainen 16th, Vitaly Petrov for Caterham 15th, Paul di Resta 14th, Sergio Perez, and Kamui Kobayashi, the Salvers, 13th and 12th. Felipe Massa and Ferrari 11th. He had a great race to get 18th, but he just couldn't get into the points. Mark Webber finishes 10th. Bruno Senna climbs 7 positions to get into the points for us. 2 points for Bruno Senna, and then it's Fernando Alonso on 4 points in 8th. Nico Hulkenberg for Force India gets 6 points. That's big points for Force India. Vodafone McLaren, Mercedes gets 6 points with Hamilton in 6th. Grosjean gets 10 points. He came from 11th to get 5th. That's a pretty good drive from him. 10 points from him. Button is in 4th with 12 points, and then it's the other Mercedes and Nico Rosberg in 3rd for 15 points. So they got 21 points in the afternoon. Oh no, Mercedes were 1 and 2. So Schumacher got 18 points for them. Rosberg came from 14th to finish 3rd. How the fuck that happened?
You're still first in the Drivers' Championship. You're doing an excellent job.
This is, I don't even know what this is. Anyway, let me pause that before we continue. Actually, we've got in the drivers, Charles Peake and Timo Glock for the Mauritius are 23rd and 24th. Karthikeyan for HRT is 22nd. We've got Daniel Ricciardo for Toro Rosso 21st. Pedro de la Rosa in 20th for HRT is in 20 for HRT. Then it's Jean-Eric Vergne, the other Toro Rosso in 19th. Vitaly Petrov and Heikki Kovalainen for Caterham, 19th and 18th. Paul di Resta in the Sahara's Force India 16th. Mark Webber in Red Bull Racing has a single point. He's in 15th, and then it's Felipe Massa for Ferrari in 14th on 2 points. Bruno Senna in 13th on 6 points. Now level in points with Nico Hulkenberg after today's drive from Hulkenberg. Is up to 12th on countback. Kamui Kobayashi is a point ahead of them in 11th, and that's Fernando Alonso, also a point ahead of Hulkenberg and Senna in 10th on 7 points, especially after today's drive as well. Vettel for Red Bull in 9th, on 13 points. 5 ahead of him is Perez for Sauber on 18, and then it is 13 up to Grosjean in 7th on 31. 8 ahead of him is Button in McLaren in 6th, and then level on points with him is Schumacher now in 5th. Rosberg is 2 points ahead of him. Thank you. Rosberg is ahead of him in 4th, or 2 points ahead, and then a point ahead of him is Raikkonen in 3rd, and then it's 2 points ahead of him is Hamilton, or 10 points ahead of him is Hamilton in 2nd. We are 48 points clear at the top with 100 points. Let's look at the constructors. Mauritius bottom, then it's HRT, then it's Toro Rosso, then it's Caterham, all without points. Force India pick up 6 today. That moves them 8th. Ferrari have picked up points through Alonso today. That moves them 7th. Red Bull are 5 points ahead of them in 6th. The gap to Ferrari and Force India, by the way, only 3 points. 11 points ahead of Red Bull is Sauber in 5th, and then it is, oh, that's a big ass gap opening up. That is a 48-point gap between Lotus and Sauber right now already, and then 7 points ahead of Lotus is Mercedes, and then it's McLaren 11 points ahead of them. We are only 15 points at the top, so we're trying to win. We're going to win the drivers, I'm already telling you that now, but we're trying to win the constructors for a 7th straight year. That's what we're trying to do, or 5th straight year I should say. That's what we're trying to do. Let's go over to email. Yes, read it, thank you, read it, thank you, read it, thank you, read it, thank you, read it, thank you. We have got a dry forecast for Spain. So, we're looking good for Spain. I am going to stop the recording here. If you're on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back with race 85 of the career, Spain, in the next F1 2012 video. Until then, take care.